All right, welcome to the beautiful game on a Saturday morning. Quite a cold Saturday morning. My name is Mike Messikeno, and we're looking forward to a great show. The main guy who is always standing in for me to the best of his ability and doing quite wonderfully well. Toyosi Afolayo is in the house. How you doing, man?
I feel very good. I mean, it's good to have you back after a long time. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So this is one of the best, of course, to banter and talk about football with. But it's all about the World Cup. So today, basically on the show, we're doing World Cup, and then we would probably take a little bit of transfer stories. We'll do World Cup and then we'll take transfer stories because what happens is that while they're still at the World Cup, their agents are working.
Of course.
Their agents are working.
Well, it's quite surprising that we have a lot of stories, even some that happened before the World Cup started. The likes of Gordon, now we see Cucurella moving to Real Madrid, and a lot of even City players are going out of the club. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah, even breaking transfers. Record.
What's his name? This guy from Anderson.
Imagine
Elliot Anderson had to leave Newcastle because of the PFP rules and everything. Yeah. And now he's leaving Nottingham Forest, becoming the British record transfer holder.
Isn't he overhyped?
He's not overhyped, but he's overpriced. Overhyped is different from being overpriced.
It's close. See, first of all, we have that issue with England players. The PR is too much most of the time.
Is he better than Rice? No. Is he as good as Rice? No.
Let's look at even all the days from Mount to Foden to Kopama, all of them. Now they are not at the World Cup. It just goes to see how much of quality these guys lack, because you need someone with the clay. If it was an English manager, he dare not take Mount and Kopama and Phil Foden.
He would have had these little balls to drop them. But the German coach had.
Nobody. All the English press just had was reactions and reactions. Nobody could say anything.
They were saying, so against Ghana, would Kopama have not dropped a masterclass? I'm like, nah. He would have better than Kopama could not do anything. So you're expecting somebody who had a terrible season to come and do wonders against a low block Ghanaian side. That was more than low block.
In fact, that was blocked down.
Even because apart from the low block or whatsoever, there was chance for both sides to have scored. Because even Rice was shocked at the way Ghana defended. They defended as a unit. I was surprised to see how you start, but it was actually not bad, the old opening and everything. But overall, it was a good game for us to watch. And Kopama, Foden would have done nothing. They would have. Maybe we would have said bring in Foden because Saka is not 100% fit and drop him out. Okay, but they are different profiles. You don't have to repeat profiles.
They are. We'll get to talk about that English team because Reece James is out. We'll get to that very soon, and then we'll talk about Trent because Livramento left camp. They still brought in Chaloba. Now Reece James is injured.
Two games now. Round of 32, and I don't think they're going to play their third game, and they're going to miss round of 32 as well.
So that means that even if they had 10 right backs, Tuchel would not have taken Trent Alexander-Arnold. We'll talk about that. But let's start with our goal of the week here. We've had beautiful goals in the World Cup. Let's take a look at it. Then maybe you can send us a message on WhatsApp. You can also do social media. The WhatsApp number, you know it, 002081547. Just for messages. Let's take a look at our goal of the week and let us know your choice for the goal of the week. All right. Let's know your goal of the week. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just put in your VAD and send a message, and also you can do VAD on social media. All right. Now, a number of things that form out of the World Cup. Let's talk about Uruguay. Uruguay lost to Spain just over this morning, and hence they are out of the World Cup. Uruguay, one of the most historic teams. Yes, I know that some of the early World Cups, they have 2 trophies with their name, and normally over time, they've always been one of the best teams
in the World Cup.
In the world. But first of all, prior to coming in, one major story that was going with the thing was that Luis Suárez made himself available
for
selection. And Marcelo Bielsa didn't pick him. So maybe he's older, maybe you have better options, right? Yeah. Okay, let's see what you have. The Darwin Núñez that you picked, we didn't get to see him even play. He wasn't even the first match. He was coming in as a sub and all of that. We didn't see what happens. And then Uruguay came into the competition and dropped a stinker all through, and then we started hearing about things happening in the dressing room. From Valverde, remember Valverde from Real Madrid, brought it to Uruguay. But then now the issue was that, the team said they were being overtrained, and so they were tired and they could not recover well, and they brought it up to him, and he dismissed them. Saying, and a lot of things. And so if you notice, even when Valverde was taken off against Spain, that narrow 1 defeat to Spain, even when they were defeated, he didn't look at the coach and all that. It was obvious that the dressing room had fallen apart, was scattered. What happened to
I think the players just risked their aura for the tournament, because the coach is somebody who has, he has history with coaching. People like Pep Guardiola respect him. But I think some people die by their philosophy. Someone like Bielsa and I saying he wouldn't change his philosophy for the guys, because the funny thing is, Bielsa might be right, but the players might have been tired from being overtrained from their club sides. Remember when some players are complaining that, okay, they have fixture congestion, so they are worn out. So coming into this World Cup, having to train back-to-back, train like you're probably playing for Atletico de Madrid is something maybe bad for them. But they could have reached a compromise. I think, selfishly, they lost this tournament. Even if they're not going to win. But it was embarrassing to draw your games. And then maybe losing to Spain was not embarrassing because of the caliber of players Spain have. But the first 2 games, embarrassing show. And to even think that you have an experienced manager and you have players playing in Europe, I think it's very embarrassing. They let their egos come first. No matter how disorganized your dressing room might be, you also need to make sure that you represent your country with full conscience.
So they drew with Algeria, it was goalless, and then it was 2-2 with Cape Verde, and then they lost to Spain. Even though it was quite a scrappy goal and all of that, this is one of the best things. What do you think is going to happen after this now?
When you see national team coaches still stay, and then it is the players that are now playing for him that you take away. Same thing almost happened to Senegal as well. See Liman in the eye is not getting minutes. You see Ibrahim Mbaye not getting enough minutes as well. And some players are not even getting looked at. Having to see Koulibaly playing in 2026. But for Marcelo Bielsa, he might stay. But there are some players that should leave. I mean, the old guards, Muslera might be leaving, but Valverde should still be the core of the team. I still don't understand why Darwin Núñez is not playing enough. If you're not bringing Luis Suárez, who's still banging in goals for Miami, then make sure that you should bring a prolific striker.
And you know that normally it's easier to change the coach. You can't just change the players.
So no, you can't change. And no, there is a pool of players to pick from. Imagine saying that, mentioning Nigeria now, that you don't have a pool of players. You have a pool of players. It is the coach that matters. The coach that can actually blend what you have already. So I think the players themselves can't be the problem as well. We shouldn't throw coaches under the bus. Okay. This time around, coach might have a bit of fault, but the players themselves, they let their ego come into this thing. Come into it.
All right, let's move away from that now. Let's talk about today. England are going to be playing their final group game. They have a game against Panama, but then they are already sure of round of 32. A little bit later, we'll take a look at the bracket and talk about all the teams in that bracket. But Reece James has picked up a hamstring injury that will keep him out of 2 games at this World Cup tournament. Now, if whatever happens, why I'm bringing this into question is Livramento left. You brought in Chalobah.
Yeah.
This is normally before Kyle Walker and Trippier didn't even make the team this time.
They've retired.
They've retired. They've retired. Right? That would have expected that maybe a Trent Alexander-Arnold would find a way to be there, and then he wasn't picked. Right? Then you had a Livramento injured. You didn't still pick a right back. You brought a centre back, right? That maybe can play
right back,
can play across. And then now Reece James. You know the kind of person Reece James is. Reece James basically needs a plaster by the side because of anything. You just throw it into him and all of that. But looking at, after their match against Ghana, looking at England performances so far, has Tuchel's decision, did he make the right decision not picking Trent Alexander-Arnold? Considering that Reece James is out now, it's basically out, Did he make the right decision not picking Trent?
Tuchel wants a right back. He doesn't want a midfielder. Yeah, I wouldn't say Arnold is not a right back, but based on what Tuchel is playing, he doesn't want to expose the right side of the defense. And the best way to do that is to play a defensive-minded right back there, or maybe someone that can actually complement both. When you allow Trent Arnold, invert into midfield, that place is left covered. But Tuchel has his own, he has his own philosophies, what he wants to do. But a normal day, I would have said, bring Arnold. If you're not creating from the center, you can create from the flanks. You can launch the balls. There's a way Arnold plays that you fall in love with him. You think he's a CM. But I don't know. Tuchel and what happened between him and Arnold, it needs to be sorted out. He didn't have. He didn't actually have like a bad season.
Yeah, but so I feel like, yes, Trent is not. It won't be my first choice for a defender, but he has some qualities that you might need mid-game.
Not that you might need, that you currently need. Against Ghana, you could have sprayed some passes that would have, disrupted the defense of Ghana. But you didn't have that kind of thing. And even Ghana themselves, when they were coming on the counter, there were so many times that Semenyo got the better of Reece James. So what's not the use of Reece James in that right back? So no Livramento, no Ben White, there is no Reece James. Who else do you want to bring again? There's no Kyle Walker, there's no...
Chalobah.
if you put Chalobah there, just know it's more like you're playing a Christian Mosquera, a right back, instead of playing the Timber. So that's just it.
All right. Okay. So, but they will be going up against Panama. What are your thoughts on that match?
No cause for alarm. They've qualified, but what they want to do basically now is to make sure that they win the group. Against Ghana, some of them were sad. I was like, why are you sad? You're still going to win the group, of course. Allow Ghana draw this game, and then they go 4 points.
Do you think they would use a team B? France shocked me. I saw France against Norway. Erling Haaland was asked about the question that, look, hey, come on, France is coming up.
They're still going to win anyway.
They're still going to win anyway, and they'll probably win the tournament. So it's not something to think about. And they basically changed almost 6-7 members from their team. He didn't play. Solot didn't play.
Martin.
Nusa didn't start. Odegaard didn't start. They were all out. But France came all fire. That's
a good way to reward your team. Not everybody has a chance to come for the World Cup.
Yeah.
Take a look at Nigeria now.
So why didn't Deschamps do it?
Take a look at Nigeria. In 2018, we rotated almost everybody. Yeah? But we still didn't get to the round of 16. And you're going to the next round. You know that there's a possibility that you exit the tournament. Some players, this will be their last World Cup. Some players, they might not even qualify. Maybe Norway might not even qualify for the next World Cup. So the best way is to reward your players with minutes. In France, I think the coach just wanted to go all blazing, and he probably thought that Norway would also come out.
But even Norway come out with their first team, France has a second team
that can also still deal with Norway.
Good, almost as good. It's close. I mean, that second team would have a Cheki, it will have a Bakola, it will have a Due. It will have a Thuram, right?
That's a lot.
It will have a Thuram. It will have a Kante. It will have a Malo. It will have a Kante. I mean, they are good enough to. It will have a Konate.
They are good enough if we are looking at it on paper. They are very good. But some coaches like to play their first team until maybe when they are exhausted or something. And some of them also think it's part of momentum. Okay. You don't stop a winning team.
You don't stop a winning team. So he wants to carry that momentum. And Dembele, of course, scoring 3 goals there. Now there's that talk that Dembele, if France should win the World Cup, Dembele should be the name for the Ballon d'Or.
I'm sorry, but that's going to be the most contentious Ballon d'Or win ever. We can say Paul Nedved against Henry had his own thing, but this one is going to be very contentious. Why? Because he had a good season. I mean, based on his own standards, it was good. Minutes per goal ratio was good. But for people who played a number of games, and today I still feel like individual awards can be a bit, biased. Kylian Mbappe had a better season than him. Declan Rice had a better season than this man. So many players had a better season than him. Even in the Ligue 1, he was not the best player. Not by award, I mean by playing. He was not the best player.
Yeah, but he was winning the award.
We know popularity game. But this time around, I would not say that. We know how much the World Cup carries an importance. Last time Argentina won the World Cup, Messi won it. And the last country that didn't produce a World Cup winner was France, 2018. Modric won it. But in 2026 now, I can assure you, if Argentina wins it, Lionel Messi will, of course, win that award. And why? Because he had a very good season with in the MLS.
The MLS.
And if Portugal wins the World Cup, there's no way Ronaldo is winning it.
There's no way Ronaldo.
There's no way Ronaldo, because
win it. You can't stop it.
Look at it. No. Okay. We are they won the league in Saudi. Yes. They won the league in Saudi. But the importance of the World Cup.
He was the highest goal scorer in the Saudi league.
I know. But what's the impact in World Cup?
He doesn't need to have impact. He won the World Cup.
No. That's not. It's not going to happen.
Let me tell you. I dare say that FIFA will want to milk it. We are getting to the end of this player's career.
They'll milk these things, yeah.
Do you know what it means if Ronaldo should win that World Cup? The FIFA will not sit down and say, let's do a finalissima.
1-1. Yeah.
Let's do a finalissima.
The last World Cup winner.
For Portugal to Messi.
I don't want to dream.
For Messi and CR7 to retire.
Dream it.
One final match.
I don't want to dream about it.
It will happen.
I don't want to dream about it.
Look,
they'll make money.
That's why
FIFA is even explaining the World Cup as well.
That's because of everything. Let's not even see. If we're talking about it, look, there's propaganda, and it is what it is. Messi should not have played 2 matches. That thing, if it was another player, we're all talking because it was Messi. If it was a defender that stepped in that first match after his first goal, before he scored that hat-trick, if it was another person that stepped on someone's calf that way, intentional, motive or no motive, he will collect a pure red and nobody will say anything. But no, it was Messi. Do you know how much it's in USA? Do you know what it means that Messi should miss 2 matches?
You see, the thing is, there's one thing that is very much known about the World Cup. The United States fans, they are not even watching their teams a lot. whenever Messi plays, you know how much.
And yes, they've been coming out for the World Cup.
They've been coming out for the World Cup. They've also been, see, the person that is actually bringing them out as well is Messi. Why? Because he's been there for 3 years. And I wrote something on my status some weeks ago. I said, person go MLS for 2 or 3 years ago, it isn't a play. He knows what, because the goal is scored against Algeria. He has scored it before on that same pitch. And against Austria as well. It's kind of time.
You know what happens? A football fan, you know what they call it, soccer in the US. So I don't want to call this one a football fan, because this one has to be a soccer fan. Because what he said, the guy said, they said, I'm not going to watch US match. I said, man, there's nothing to watch US match. We'll win now. We have Messi.
He doesn't know.
Messi plays in your league.
Not
Messi
on
is
your
not.
country.
It's not like, you know, your country, like, they'll come now. Messi has joined USA. That means he can play for the USA. No, I saw that video and it was quite a funny thing. But yeah, that's that for that. Now let's move on. Still talking about goals. Messi, Messi, of course, he leads the 2026 FIFA World Cup Golden Boot race with 5 goals. He's followed by Vini Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and now, of course, Ousmane Dembele, who have 4 goals each. Now, the race remains highly competitive as the group stage concludes with 3 Premier League forwards trailing Messi and 1 French Ligue 1 forward by just a single goal. Vinicius Jr. vaulted into the tie for second place following a sensational 2-goal performance against Scotland. Now, Kylian Mbappe hit his 4-goal mark on his 100th international appearance against Iraq, while Erling Haaland lodged his braces against both Iraq and Senegal during his highly anticipated World Cup debut. Now, a massive pack of players currently sit on 2 goals, including England's Harry Kane, Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo, who opened his account with a brace against Uzbekistan, and of course, USA forward Folarin Balogun, amongst others. With the group stage play closing out, the knockout rounds beginning, we're on track for one of the most high-scoring Golden Boots races in modern football history. It definitely has to be so, because we are talking about 104 matches.
Well, that's why you look at times and season. You talk about Messi scoring 91 goals in a year. How many games did he play? Nobody has ever achieved that. And the number of games we're getting to see now is numerous. And you're seeing more of a bigger side playing a smaller side. So the quality is also reducing as well. You barely see bigger games. Okay, people like Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe can score against the bigger teams. So how many of these the regular players can score against the big teams? When USA played their first game, see how Balogun was active. In the second game, wasn't exactly active like that. And Ronaldo didn't score against DR Congo. Against Uzbekistan. What did they call them? So I know some people who don't even know the country that Uzbekistan is.
Sure.
I mean, and they have a World Cup winning player as coach. That's, what's it, Cannavaro, right? Yes. Cannavaro is the coach. And I want to assure you that this kind of tournament now, we're going to be seeing maybe like 15 goals. Maybe like 15, because Messi is on 5 already. If he scores against Jordan, maybe a hat-trick, that will be it. And we also see how Mbappe scores against big team, regardless of whoever you are, scores a hat-trick. Against Argentina last World Cup, he scored a hat-trick. But I think the number of games itself will make us see more goals. We've seen, but just only one added. There's only one added match, just round of 32 actually. 3 games, they're round of 32. So it's just more like one more game. But we see that low-quality teams are going to be there. Messi scored a hat-trick against Algeria. I will not call them low-quality. But Austria scored 2 goals. If he scores 4 today, he's
not starting today.
Last World Cup, he can come in and score.
Last World Cup, he might not come in. Yeah, I don't even think he. Yeah, because they need to rest him on what, the goals or the trophy. Fitness. Which one matters most? Because at this round they had 1 week, 6 days, between 6 days and 1 week for the group phase. For the knockout phase, they are not going to have that much time. They're
going to have, because maybe there's a match every day, but there's still space in between. For the World Cup, they had. I mean, for the groups, they had 1 week. I remember South Africa playing first Thursday, they play another Thursday, now they play another. I'm like, and the gap is too much. But it's because we have matches every day. That's why we're not feeling
too many matches. Okay. So, well, he said he will not start. It is said, it is reported that he will not start, but definitely they said he wants to play. He will find a way to come in, of course, match fitness also, because now, because of the timing, I mean, it's not like the former time when 3 days, 4 days. You can spend like 4 days, 5 days, you not play. Or even longer this time.
But I want to assure you that if Messi comes on, he's grabbing at least a goal. And Mbappe fumbled last night. He could have gotten. This is Jordan. Of course.
You got farm enough.
River Jordan now.
But then they're going to be playing Cape Verde.
I don't see any problem, to be honest. It is, see, the fairy tale of Cape Verde.
It has ended.
Not because they are playing against Argentina and Messi, but because you can't use luck to play the whole tournament. You can't use luck. The first game, the goalkeeper was good, but they were also lucky. Second game, the goalkeeper was nothing to write home about, and they scored goals as well. But I think the teams that they played against, apart from Spain, the teams that they played against were not exactly in the best of form. Go and play against Argentina that have been riding, they've not been riding on luck, they've been performing, playing teams in and out. I mean, Cape Verde are good.
All right. No. Okay, let's talk about records now, where the 2026, this particular World Cup has made history during the Ecuador versus Germany match at the New York Jersey Stadium, as the total tournament attendance surpassed the previous record of 3,587,538 fans at the FIFA World Cup in the US 94. In the 65th minute, FIFA recognized the fan number 3,587,539 on the pitch alongside FIFA legend Sami Khedira as the new FIFA World Cup record was announced inside the stadium. Now, aside from a massive historic crowd milestone, the game itself delivered one of the tournament's most stunning athletic spectacles. Ecuador pulled off a thrilling 2-1 comeback victory against Germany. The win rescued Ecuador's campaign, sending them through to the round of 32 as one of the best third-place teams. Okay, so yeah, history and all of that. They'll make a lot of history. 104 matches. It's not beans now. They will break every record possible.
It's not just the number of games as well. I think the fact that the United States have built a football culture, or let me call it soccer culture, and the country is free to enter for people from Europe, people from South America and the likes. But for Africans, it was not easy to enter into that country. It was not so easy, but it's easy to enter Mexico, it's easy to enter Canada.
Yeah.
The number of stadiums and the capacity of stadiums is doing a whole lot for this kind of tournament. But 104 games, I can't lie. As a broadcaster, that's a lot.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Now, let's talk about something, the local football. Before we take a break, we'll talk about this and then we'll take a break and then we'll get to talk about the World Cup and the brackets. But the National Sports Commission and the Nigerian Football Federation have unveiled sweeping reforms aimed at transforming Nigerian football. The measures include a contract extension for Super Eagles head coach Eric Schell, a record 1 billion naira prize for the Nigerian Premier Football League champions, and tougher club licensing rules. There's a lot to talk about this, right? There's a lot because for the first time in quite a long time, I've seen a coach who is the senior national team coach and then the under-23 at the same time. That has caused quite a lot of discourse. We don't know the exact amount he's being paid now.
No, I think it's $100,000.
A lot of people are saying between 80 and 100. Then we don't even know exactly how many years.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? Let's listen to this and then we'll talk about that.
The National Sports Commission and the Nigeria Football Federation have agreed on a series of reforms designed to strengthen the Nigeria's national teams and reposition the domestic league. One of the major decisions is the extension of Super Eagles head coach Eric Schell's contract, alongside with an improved remuneration package. Schell will also take charge of the Olympic Eagles, Nigeria's under-23 team, in a move aimed at creating a unified football philosophy and a seamless pathway from youth to senior national teams.
You can see the young people that are already coming up to the Super Eagles who are within that age, who are participating, who are coming for the future. So we have to now, instead of having different ideas, let's have ideas from under-23 to the Super Eagles. So the Eric Schell and his team will add 1 or 2 people to support them, but the whole team of the Super Eagles will also manage the under-23 plus 1 or 2 addition. If there are clashes in the matches, then the people that are additions will do the matches while they do the Super Eagles. The objective is we have to build for 2030 now. It is now we have to start bringing in the young ones that will join the team.
This knock at our door will be able to take it because we receive a lot of information that are mixed up with misinformation. So we are appealing to the National Sports Commission is working in tandem with the Nigeria Football Federation to make sure that we move football forward.
Attention also shifted to the Nigeria Football Premier League, where officials announced the largest prize package in the league's history. Starting next season, champions will receive 1 billion naira, while runners-up and third-place teams will earn 500 million and 300 million naira respectively. The Commission also plans to return the MPFL matches to mainstream television to boost visibility, attract investment and deepen fan engagement.
The Commission already have some arrangement and some support where we can get support, and we have agreed that for next season league, at least to start, from what we have decided today, the prize money is going to be very, very big, because that's the only way you can encourage people to comply with the club licensing. So I can assure you the winner of the league next season, from the intervention we will do for the commission in collaboration with the NFF, the winner of the league will get a minimum of 1 billion naira prize money. But at least there should be a huge incentive for people to participate in the league. And the Sport Commission are going to put our leg forward to make sure this happens. We are going to make the money available in conjunction with the NFF.
We did say that in doing everything Chima said, every revenue must be shared between the NSC and the league. So we are here to make money too. We need money to take over that sport. But we also discussed the Women League, and we said maybe in our next meeting we'll sit down with the leaders of the Women League and also see how their prize money too.
The kind of intervention we'll do on that.
Officials say the measure marked the beginning of a new era for Nigerian football with focus on stronger national teams, youth development, better player welfare, and more competitive and commercially viable domestic league. Brenda Shima, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, so that's it, yeah. Eric Shell, we're talking about, let's start with that one before we get to the MPFL very fast. Is it something that he can do? Is it something that he can combine? Is it something he should combine?
It is something that is not, hard to do. But in a very long time, this is the first time I'm seeing it. The last time I experienced this was on FM. When I combined the role of under 23 coach and the national team. But it was good. Because if you look at it from this angle now, Chelsea has a rebuild to do. The next World Cup is in 2030 and Nigeria wants to participate. So the best thing for Nigeria to do is for them to rebuild now. Osimhen will be 31, 32 at the time. Same with the likes of Bassi. Bassi is going to be 30, going to 31. So most of these guys are going to be like in their early 30s. Zadok Kuyana is 20 and the likes. You have to bring these young people to come into party. That is why they are bringing Eric Shaw. And we have missed on 2 Olympics back-to-back. We missed on 2020 and 2024. So 2028 is just
this is what I'll say to that first of all. This whole talk, and everybody goes about, a national team coach doesn't have to do too much. He just comes in, he has a few weeks with the players, they all go back to their club and all that. The job is not hard. See, if you go somewhere, you go look who they your front.
Yes,
follow the person example. There is no country that's successful in football that does this. If you see the names of people that have combined those kind of things, shall I call names? Indonesia.
Indonesia, okay.
Mali.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia. Okay. Qatar. Those are the kind of countries that do this thing that we are talking about. And people talk about that it's for, what do you call it now? Integration. How much of integration did Senegal integrate? Senegal across, over the past 5 years, Senegal have been the most successful nation across different cadres of football in Africa.
Of course.
They don't have the same coach.
Of course, yeah. Okay.
So my point is that you want to do something. What is the blueprint? Where did you see it being done?
You can always start.
You can exactly. Now, yes, you can be avant-garde. You can decide to start. That's okay. But you start something where you have not seen. You blaze a trail where people have not done it before. If France say they want to do something, they say they want to start, or Argentina, they have the words. But my point is this: you are not even doing the basics. See, you can start something new when you've done all you know to do, right, and it has failed. You're not even doing the basic things right. So that's my point.
I beg to differ.
So I'm telling you, the point is that as the NFF or whatever, you're not even doing the basic things right.
This is not the NFF.
You have your scouting. You're basically doing everything wrong. Why do you think that this one you did right?
Wait. Under Eric Shaw, things have improved. And
as a person has improved the national team, yes. We've had coaches that have done better than him now. He has not done the best now. We've had coaches. Was Keshi not there? Listen. Christian Chuku was there.
Keshi had time.
We've had now.
Had time.
So we're talking as if what Eric Sheikh has done great, by the way. Kudos to him. This is not taking away anything from me. Has done. But he has not done anything that's not been done before.
Of course, but you can see improvement in this team.
During 94, what some of the best golden era. How many times was there any coach that did it too?
Okay, listen.
There's nothing. I don't think there's anything.
Joe Bonfrey, 96, was the one who led the national team. Yeah, and then he goes to the Super Eagles as well. Joe Bonfrey.
Not at that time. For 94, at Tunisia 94, it was Clemens Westerhoff.
Yes.
And Joe Bonfrey was assisted him.
Yes.
That's the way we know it works in different places. Whereby the coach of the under-23 is one of the coaches in the national team setup.
But the money you're paying Chel now is
now that's where it gets to. Money.
Not just money.
That's where it gets to. Because you feel that maybe this money you're going to pay.
Apart from the money, see, there are two things. Two truths can coexist. Chel can do this thing. They did not see, it was not coerced. Yeah, to say, okay, take up this thing. If you don't take it up, you're leaving. No. But we've seen how Tuchel has brought up, young boys. Look at the Unity Cup. Back-to-back Unity Cups now. He's been using young players for the national team. He's been integrating the young players. So it's a long-term project till 2030.
If you have a system that works, you don't need one coach to do it. A coach can come and see a coach can come and see the players. That's where it's going now. He has to do under 21.
No, of course not.
No, let him also do under 17.
No, wait, listen.
Let him also do under 15 so that 15 can
under
do
17 coach. Yeah, that they just appointed. He worked with Super Eagles as well as a match analyst. So that is what happens everywhere around the world. Two, the under 20 coach is somebody that has also been involved with the Super Eagles.
For me, I'll just say that if the system is faulty, which it is in this particular scenario, a good coach would not save a faulty system. That's what I'm saying, because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to say we've had good coaches.
This is coaches
that have been better than him.
The Super Eagles, the under 23.
For me, it's the system.
The system
of football administration is messed up, and if we want to get football right, want to get things right. I mean, look at what happened with Italy. Italy missed 3 World Cups. What happened?
They're restructured now.
You fire. That's it. If you want it to get okay, it is not giving Shell a contract. You get all of them out.
But what I can assure you,
that's what I'm saying.
What I can assure you
so my point all through this argument
we are starting a restructure
Shell,
now.
The restructure doesn't start with Shell putting it. The restructure starts with getting incompetent administration
are you calling for the resignation of
what's resignation? Incompetent administration should be out. That's it.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Okay, you know what happens now? We'll just take a very short time, and I want to get back. We're talking about World Cup brackets in a bit. Welcome back. Of course, Torres is here with me. We're taking a look at the group. The group phase is almost rounded up, and then we're taking a look at the bracket for the second round. Let's rush through this. For the start, this is Group A. Let's rush through this. Was there any surprise from how you started, how you thought about the competition? What are your thoughts? Was there any surprise with how this group played out?
This was a surprise there.
So
I'm not it watching yet.
Okay. South Africa was a surprise for you.
They should have ended up here. Why? Because these guys are better. Czech Republic. If we do like a combined exile, I don't think any South African player will get into the whole group exile. I don't think so. Is it Robin Williams? Is he better than? Maybe he has a good name, yeah.
Somewhere,
okay.
How many people there better pass Osinapolis? How many better? Mokoena will be the DM for this group.
Really?
Yes. How many of them are better than Moko?
Okay,
this thing.
This is guy from West Ham.
Where is he playing? What did he do in the World Cup?
Oh my God!
In fact, apart from of course Raul Jimenez, Alvarez, a few people from Mexico, the rest will come from South Africa. Because Korea.
No. The goalkeeper could have been from South Africa. Williams could have been from.
There are a lot.
I said there are a lot. But did you expect them?
I don't call that. That's number 1 DM. He go play DM.
No, lie. We're not going to start for Nigeria. Okay, did you expect South Africa to make top 2? Did you expect South Africa?
Yes. I put South Africa second. I think by my own standard. Second.
Why did you put them second?
At the lowest, I was thinking third, and that was because I was thinking third at the lowest because Korea Republic were disappointing. Korea Republic are ranked 35 places above South Africa. And then that's why our rankings don't really matter in this particular point position type. So, but yeah, let's move on from this one. Now let's get to the next group. Let's get to Group B. The way this group turned out, was there anything that shocked you here?
Not at all. Nothing shocked me.
Okay.
I just felt like, the whipping boys delivered. But this ones, they don't know how to play football. I don't. Maybe it's just this tournament. But why are you making it? Why are you drawing against It's sad, but I think they are
Canada, Switzerland. We love how that group played out. Okay, all right. Let's move over to Group C. This is I was so excited about this particular group, very excited. And for me, look, Morocco could have topped just because of number of goals against the other teams. But I'm very, very impressed. This group turned out how I expected it to turn out.
Of course, how it should turn out. At least you get your 3 points against Haiti. So
exactly, that's not a problem. But this group was a shocker. I didn't expect USA to top the group.
Who were you expecting? Turkey.
Maybe Turkey, Australia, Turkey.
No,
Turkey.
This was the most open group ever. Anybody could win. Maybe them. I don't see Paraguay winning, even with their insisto or whatever. I don't see them topping the group. But getting third best placed, that's a huge win for them. But
Turkey played well. This was shocking. They played well in the 2 matches that they lost.
Adagula, Udis,
Yilmaz. It was shocking. Okay.
It's similar to that of Uruguay.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Group E now and see how this goes. Germany, Cote d'Ivoire, Ecuador, Curaçao. I think this one went as I expected.
But I think these guys are the biggest disappointment.
That's talking about Ecuador, right?
Yes. Okay. Why are you drawing against Curaçao?
Okay.
Everybody could have gotten 6 points here. Everybody.
Okay. All right. Let's see. And then this other group now, Group F, Netherlands, Japan, Sweden. By the way, my team of the tournament, Japan, and I'll give you reasons why. But hey, this one turned out quite okay.
Everybody got their points against Tunisia.
They whooped them.
Worst team ever. I still maintain it. Tunisia will always be that team that you would see perform well in the qualifiers, but when it comes to tournaments, and things have been going wrong for them since they lost. They lost against Nigeria. You could see how Nigeria defeated them. Since that group game, since that group game,
that 2-0, it has gone down for them. All right, let's move to Group G. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, New Zealand. Egypt could also have topped this group. Belgium were a little bit disappointing. They got their win in their last match.
Disappointing team, yeah.
Okay, just tap it back there, and then let's move to other groups. Okay, okay. So
Iran is the most disappointing there.
Let's see.
I mean, 3 draws, but Cape Verde had 3 draws and even got 3rd place. I mean, 2nd place.
Yeah. Okay. So Belgium, Egypt.
Belgium were disappointing. This group was full of bah. They call it bad team.
All right. Let's go to Group H. Group H has Spain, of course, Cape Verde, Uruguay, Saudi Arabia. Cape Verde, you don't expect them to qualify in 2nd place.
The unfortunate display of this one.
Uruguay. We've spoken about Uruguay, so no need to go into them again. But well done to Cape Verde for doing that. And then, of course, there's France, Norway. I think this one turned out as I expected it also. France, Norway, Senegal, Iraq. Senegal were a little bit disappointing for me after that first game against France. Senegal could have come in 2nd place, but they've qualified.
This could be like the window of opportunity for Senegal to prove that they're actually good enough. Against Norway, they had moments of brilliance where it could have turned out for them well, but they left it too late. Against France, they were good, but they could not just take their chances as well. But against Iraq, they showed that, we're actually good enough. Only, something about football is moment of brilliance can turn sour for you sometimes. So let's go.
All right, okay. And then for Group J, pardon me there. Right, for Group J, we have Argentina, Austria, Algeria. Jordan, how did this turn out? Okay, they played 2 matches, but apparently Jordan's basically just going to leave because there's no way Argentina's going to win. Okay, all right. And then this one is also waiting for this final 2 groups to round up. Colombia, Portugal, Congo DR. Well, Congo DR.
This is how it should have ended.
This is how.
Maybe number 1. Okay. This should have been number 1. This should have been number 2. Then this.
Okay.
1.
Okay.
2. And this should have been 3. But the 3 should still find a way to qualify.
All right. And then this final group here, Group L.
1, of course.
Ghana was surprised over
number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3.
All right.
Number 4.
Well done to African teams. At the moment, we have 6, 7 already confirmed.
We have 7 already.
7 already confirmed.
If Algeria draws, then we'll have 8.
Then we have 8.
Then we could have 9 if Congo does something.
Okay. And then this is the 3rd place at the moment with a few not being playing. Sweden, Ecuador, Bosnia.
Confirmed.
Top 5 confirmed, of course. And then this is where there's a battle, right, in the 3rd place settings. All right, let's take a look at the knockout bracket. Let's wrap up with this now, and let's do a very, very sharp preview of the matches that have gone so far. Germany, Paraguay. Who do you think is taking that one? Germany. France, Sweden. So we're looking at a Germany, France.
Germany, France. Yeah, that's what I see. This World Cup has shown that the big teams will collide.
Okay. Germany versus France. Okay, who takes this one?
This one?
No, who takes this? Germany, France. There's no need to think about it. France go to beat up. Okay, South Africa, Canada. Who takes that one?
Tough. But I want to back. Oh, no, it's quite tough. But I'm going to back South Africa.
What are you backing? South Africa will beat Canada.
I'm going to back South Africa.
South Africa will beat Canada. Netherlands, Morocco. This is what I can say. Tough.
It's a clash of Van Persies.
Yes.
Because the news just came out that the son wants to play for Morocco instead of Netherlands.
Okay.
And at the moment, Morocco are higher ranked than Netherlands.
Yeah.
But you know how pedigree can work at times.
So which one are you going for?
I'll give it to Netherlands.
I'll go for Morocco for that one. Okay. So imagine Morocco. If I take Morocco, Netherlands, South Africa, or Morocco, South Africa.
That's going to be crazy. I mean, an African team will get to the quarterfinals at least.
That's what it means, yes. If that happens, an African team will get to the quarterfinals, and there they will meet France. And that's where the journey will end. Okay, let's take a look at other parts of the table. Okay, we still have Spain. Did not. Okay, yeah. So USA, Bosnia Herzegovina. Okay, USA would go, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's rush up and see this other part of this. Okay, so very fast. Brazil, Japan. Very fast. Brazil.
Yes.
Brazil goes. Cote d'Ivoire, Norway.
This is tough, but
Cote d'Ivoire. We are Africans. Africans are who? Okay. Argentina, Cape Verde. Make Argentina not do anyhow.
Argentina,
Cape Verde go carry this to reach.
Tickets.
Cape Verde go carry this reach penalty. For me, Cape Verde to win via penalty. Australia, Egypt.
Yes.
Egypt to qualify. Okay, I think for now, we'll take a look at the brackets some other time. But for now, I think that's what we have confirmed. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Thursday. It's been a wonderful time, and we'll still be here all through the World Cup for you. And to you out there, thank you for being a part of the show. We will see you next week. Of course, we'll still be talking about the World Cup and all of that. Bye-bye.